Else first here, back with another awesome video. This one's going to be about Halo Infinite, okay? Had a buddy of mine who was nice enough to let me have some footage from him playing in the beta. Now, I have not gotten in the beta. I am signed up for it. Been a huge fan of Halo since the very beginning, back in the day with ODST, right? The franchise has come a long way. Obviously, after Halo 3, Bungie split off to go make Destiny, but that didn't stop Microsoft from just continuing to pump out games. And if you're anything like me, you're in love with them. Now, 4 and 5, they were decent, but 3, that was my favorite. And this game is going back to a lot of that stuff in 3 that we were missing out on in 4 and 5. I feel like they finally came to their senses. So he's going to show us a little bit of what to expect from the visualizations, the customizations in the game, starting off with the armor all, right? He's going to pop into this, and we're going to look at everything you can do with your dude right off the bat. So here we go. Got the Mark 7 rare armor core is what he's going on with right now. And this is the kit, right? Now, you can play with this in so many different ways. The customization is through the roof. And look at those graphics, guys. I mean, the game looks gorgeous. I can't wait. Now, he's hopping through some of the skin, the colors that you can pop on. Obviously, this is something that if you've played any Halo in the past, you know you have the ability to do. But then when you hop on a team, all your color usually goes away because it's more for PvE than PvP. Because in PvP, you're either red or blue, right? That's how it's going to be. But red looks sick on this guy. Look at that. Gorgeous. So a bunch of different colors, bunch of customization when it comes to colors, tons of filters, allowing you to just completely customize exactly how you want your character. I don't know how many times I can say customize in one video, but you're probably going to hear it 647,000 more times because that's what this game is all about, fully customizing your character to be yours. No longer are we talking about, you know, oh, every single guy looks exactly like I do. No, this is you to be able to have it the way you want it to be. So he's just popping through. These are some epic armor coatings. So they got a little more in-depth visual to them. Changes it up a lot more. I like that one, the gold with the silver. Just looks clean, like you'd be able to just hop in and do some serious shit. Also, something to keep in mind is you can purchase all of this stuff with all the stuff you get from the battle pass, all the currency that you get from the battle pass to allow you to do this. Ooh, that's sexy. Look at that with the red arm piece. I like that a lot. But he hasn't even gotten into what you can actually do with the character yet. So if you see on his arms there, those are symbiotics, bionics, something like that. They're completely skinnier than the normal armor. And here's some legendary armor coating. Hold on, let's look at that. That is fucking gorgeous right there. I'm liking that one right there. So we're gonna jump on to what you can actually do. So here's a bunch of the different helmets, right? Now this is all that he has available. Obviously this is the beta, so we don't have near what the game's actually gonna have, but they put a lot more. I mean, just look at the detail on that helmet. Look at it. Everything about it is gorgeous. Curious what the reflection is in the visor. I wonder if it's of the armory behind you. Look at that. Almost that's straight up out of Destiny right there. Am I lying? Or is that just complete Destiny to the T? So they're chasing what everybody wants. Now there's a ton of lore and everything, and there's attachments that you can obviously have on things. This does not have an attachment, which is okay. He's going to show us some of those a little bit later. But right now, we're just going through what you can see. Now, this one has no attachments either. But if we hop into this guy right here, it has one. See how it changed the thing on the top there? It gave him the Project Thea offshoot, the Performa, whatever it is. And then you can go buy a bunch of these things in the store if you wanted to. And there's so many different ones. And then of course you can change the visor color, which that's the old school Halo one right now with the green. Ooh, I like that. It's kind of a what was the bad guy in the new shit, I can't think of the name of it right now. Black Widow movie. Sort of reminds me of with that little deal in the front. Now we're hopping into what you can do with the actual armor, and you can change this up as well to look as beefy as you want. Now in PvP, as me and Terp here talked about, you definitely want your character to be as small as possible, to be the small target. Now, some people are like, oh, I want to be that big old Colossus. Why? You're just going to be a huge fucking red target on the map for everybody. It's going to be too easy to see you, and you're going to die more than I am, because I'm going to be in some skinny ass armor. Sure, my character may look like a little bitch, might not be able to, you know, impress that many people, might even look like a chick. I don't give a fuck, right? Some of these arms, though, are just sick. Like the fourth one he's going to pop on here. Those are fucking awesome. They're too big for what I'd be wanting to do. And then gloves, nothing yet. Buckler, nothing yet. You know, it's just beta, guys. You can't expect more. Now, this we were having a problem with. See, this will not show any difference. This is one of the bugs, one of the glitches in the beta, which is okay. He's doing a good job at showing me everything so I can explain it to you in great detail, right? Now, as you can see, it's slowly changing the knee pads. Those work, but the rest of the leg doesn't, which is weird. I don't get that. But it's okay. So hopping in on forward here, we're going to a different point of the kit. God, just a gorgeous game, right, guys? So let's go ahead and see what happens when we go to the prosthesis. Now this has a little bit of trouble, and the way he explained it to me is he has to literally go in and change something to none and then drop back out, right? So check this out. Transhumeral on the sides, he's got to go to none, okay, on both of them, right and left arm, because if you go to anything else, it doesn't show it right away, which is just a glitch, right? So he's got to go to none, then he's got to go to back out, okay? So he's trying, see? Nothing works. He's going to back out after changing it to none, and it's literally going to work this time. God, the body types are just sick how it changes everything. So now we're popping back into prosthesis. There we go. Now we can play. As you can see, Transradial just puts it on the forearms and the hands alone, but then Transhumeral makes the whole damn arm bionic, which is awesome. Now the legs, we couldn't get those to show, which is fine, but he already has them on, as you can see down there at the bottom. Those are the transmissional or transtibial. They're already set that way, which is nice. A couple glitches, which you're going to expect from the beta. In the real game, you're not going to see this. They're not going to let this game release without being exactly what we want it to be, right? So take a sip of my drink here, getting a little parched speaking about all this. Then I'm going off the seat of my pants right here. I've watched this a few times with him so we could go over everything, but I'm still just going off the seat of my pants because I think it's more fun that way. Now, this is for PvE, I would assume, or maybe in the lobby for PvP, just to have your thing there. But there's different little AI models you can have. And I like them because they're like this 2D animation that's almost 3D, like the clock in the show Loki, you know, just a 2D animation that looks like it could be 3D, but it's not, almost like cell shading. I like the way they look. I think they look good. And then, I mean, this guy right here, that guy's just fucking cool, right? Like, he's just a cool looking little dude. I'm gonna use him probably. Then you can change the color of him, of course, because it's Halo. If you weren't able to customize 100% of anything, you wouldn't be playing the game. You'd probably be going to play something else. Now, I'm curious to see how much time it's going to take to actually get all the credits needed to get all this stuff, because it's gonna be a lot. It's not gonna be a super small portion of shit, right? It's just good looking. He's going through every single one of the colors just to let you guys see all of them. He did a great job at showing me everything possible in these menus to show off to you guys. There's gonna be ways to skip through this video. I'm gonna go ahead and pop those in the description so you guys can move through the different check marks in the deal, timestamps. But now, before we get into the weapons, the vehicles. Now, here's something that we talked about the other day. Obviously, the Warthog is a rare vehicle, right? Gorgeous. But the Mongoose as a rare vehicle? That makes us wonder what a common vehicle is actually going to be. And then, of course, the Scorpion, epic vehicle. God, I love the Scorpion. It's just sick. Now this, the Wasp, that thing is fucking sick looking. Then, of course, the Razorback. Now, the back of the Razorback, and he goes back through this and does some spin-arounds for us so we can see. Right there on the back, you can actually put weapons. So, say you got a group of people running through, and you want to go ahead and change different weapons on the back of it, you can. Now, he's going to spin around all these for us just so we can get... God, that's gorgeous, isn't it? They just did such a good job at upgrading that since the original Halo. It just looks so good. But the Mongoose, once again, rare? What the fuck? Doesn't make sense to me. But look at the detail, guys. Through the roof in detail. Look at the flaps on this thing when he moves it. Tell me that's not awesome. The whole thing is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. And if you've never used that, you're about to, because it's an incredible vehicle. Now, this is brand new, the Wasp. I'm trying to think of what movie it reminds me of. Almost reminds me of, like, Avatar. Just beautiful. Now, the Razorback is going to go around it again for us, as I talked to you about it before, right here on the back. See, right there, where there's like a little hook on the back, like a little bay. That's where you can put the extra weapons. So say you got, because it looks like it can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. You can run around with that and be fine. Now the Gun Goose, this is fucking sick. You got guns on front of a four-wheeler, and you can also have your buddy on the back still popping shit off, which is awesome. Then the Rocket Hog was not in the original, but it has been added since. Just much more fun than using the Gatling gun on the back of that thing. Otherwise, same damn vehicle. Probably maneuvers the exact same way as well. I can't wait to play this game, guys. I am super stoked to actually get into this and play it. But now, we're going to jump one forward to the weapons. Now, the assault rifle, tried and true. Been in every single one of these games. You can see your ammo on the screen. Everyone knows this weapon. It's not like it's something you haven't seen before. But the Glasshound is what they're calling it. At least that's what they're calling the kit for it. But look how they just let you buy whatever you need to buy to make it look better. Now, obviously, Battle Pass made. He's got some money going on right there. $24.50, which he can afford to buy some of this stuff if he wanted to. And this is for the entire collection of weapons in the Glasshound to actually use. Who's going to buy it right now so we can see what that looks like on everything? Which I'm glad he did, so you can see the purchase area on how to do things, at least as far as the beta is concerned. Obviously, we're still guessing on what will be coming as a full version, but at least he can change it up now to Glasshound. So check out this weapon with Glasshound on it. He's going to go ahead and move it around for us. The detail on these weapons is unlike anything I've seen in a Halo before. Look at that. Just beautiful detail everywhere. The lighting is great, the shadows are great, the lines are crisp, just beautiful. Then on top of that, the ability to change the entire color scheme is amazing too. And then of course, the sidekick, the thing is sick, just dominates. Reminds us of the old ODST pistol, the one, you know, you could click in and get a little bit of a zoom on. Just a beautiful weapon. It says it does fantastic in PvP. Can't wait to try it. I'm a huge fan of pistols myself. Games like Destiny or The Division, you know. I love the pistols. I'm always a big fan of the pistols because it takes accuracy to actually get it down, you know? The MK50, guys. Be afraid of this one when you... God, look how sick that looks. Some of these coatings are just gorgeous. Then we move forward to the next weapon, the battle rifle. Another tried and true. We've seen this one in multiple different games. It fires a little differently in this game, just feels a little better is what he said. Once again, though, the attention to detail they spared no expense on, guys. They went full speed, straight John Hammond style in Jurassic Park. Just went for it to see what the fuck could happen, right? I mean, look at that. Look in the back of the... God, just the whole gun. The barrel, the stock. Look where you load the damn thing at. Like, I don't think I ever realized that on anything else. Like, you can actually yank back that little deal. And some of these skins, once again, God, look at that fucking skin. I'm wondering what the legendary skins on these weapons are going to look like. New weapon right here, though, the Commando. And I'm going to give you a video on this alone in the shooting range, as well as in action in PvP. This thing is fucking sick. So he's going to buy it just to see how good it looks on it. And it changes the view of the gun completely and just makes it sick as fuck. Here we go. The Commando. See, it's doing a little glitchiness here and there. So now it worked. So now you can go back. Barely changed it. Just a little bit. Still, though, beautiful weapon. Says it hits like a truck and handles phenomenally. Reminds me of a kind of like a FAMAS almost. I don't know. I'm loving the way it's all set up, though. The angles on it are gorgeous. I'd like to have that gun in real life. I bet you it would just handle phenomenally. Look at the gun. Then, of course, you got the Spanker, the rocket launcher. This thing is just absolutely sick. And they've upgraded the look of this one huge as well. I swear, the detail, like, it must have taken the guys who were doing the detail on these things a hell of a long time. Because this is not something that I remember in Halo 3. Halo 3, it was just like, oh, there's a big tube. It's a fucking rocket launcher. It's going to be sick, right? Then, sniper rifle. This has aged throughout the years to look better and better and better. But it's still really close to how it looked in the first Halo ODST. But I like it. I think it's gorgeous. Just another great looking weapon. I'm glad they brought it back. I didn't think they'd ever get rid of it. There's no reason for them to ever get rid of it because it's one of those weapons that's like iconic to the Halo series. And you're gonna need to use this to dominate. Now we got some glitchiness in the sound here in the background. I apologize about that. That's how the video got decoded on my end. The Bulldog is another brand new weapon. I'm gonna have another video showing off this one so you can see exactly how this looks in game, because this weapon's nuts. It's a fully automatic shotgun essentially, so it's a little weaker than the old shotgun, but still just kills people in seconds. Then you got the Hydra, just a broken ass weapon, straight up beam of death, right? And it looks sick. I mean, it's Halo, guys. It's gonna look sick. The Hydra. I mean, it just reminds me of the Captain America movies, right? You're some badass if you got this thing in your hand. The weapons look great in this game, guys. So that's the weapons they have in the beta. To what you can see, there's more weapons in game that they didn't let us see here because they're not the weapons on this side. Now, that's what it's going to be for tonight, showing you guys about the game right now. We're going to go ahead and stop here, and I'm going to see you in the next video here where I talk about some of these weapons and show you how they do in game. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys want to see more, and as always, until next time, ta-ta.